Hi guys, Gareth here, and welcome to this Vina Plunk production. Before we get into this video, obviously you can tell that it's dark, you can't really see me, but you can see me enough, and obviously you can hear me. So that's all that matters for this video. I don't need comments down below saying, oh, we can barely see you. You can hear me, you can see me enough, you don't need to see me to get the general gist of what I'm doing. So I'm coming at you with my Scream 4 review. This is the same day I watched both Scream 2 and 3. I basically end up coming up to bed where I am now, watching Scream 4, and then I'm now trying to settle down. Can't right now, so I thought I'll record this video. Why not? Let's do it. Let's get the quadrilogy going. So first and foremost, I do consider Scream 4 a separate film from the first three films. The first three films are a trilogy and should be, I think, or at least I do, I consider them as a trilogy and separate to the fourth film. The fourth film is a love letter from Wes Craven to Scream fans to sort of say, yeah, this is a nice way of putting a little bow on the franchise and that sort of stuff. Basically, the synopsis of the fourth film is that Sidney Prescott, due to events of the previous three films now, has written a book about her situation, about the events, in order to try and help other females. Long story short, it turns out that there is yet another copycat killer on the loose, and thus transpires the events of Scream 4. Now, Scream 4 kept me entertained. It was, again, well acted, it was well performed, well edited, the audio was brilliant, there were some it was well acted for the most part. There were some performances that I kind of thought, okay. And again, it had the whole meta element. I did like how the film started. I thought the whole sort of, is this real? Is this actually film again? The whole thing of that was actually quite clever, to be honest with you. However, it's not as strong as the first three films for me. I feel as if Courtney Cox, David Arquette, and Neve Campbell, they seem a bit weary. They seem a bit tired. I don't know of the exact situation that went on behind the scenes, but they seem a bit bored at times. Neve Campbell seems tired. David Arquette seems bored. And I don't mean to be rude here, but Courtney Cox seems a bit plastic in more ways than one. Not that their acting was bad necessarily, they didn't have the passion and the tenacity they had in previous iterations of the franchise. As I said though, it follows the usual formula of a Scream film, and I have to say once again, I didn't see the twist coming. Although, if you've watched previous Scream films, it's pretty easy to work out, to be fair. I am fighting with myself whether to give this a 3 or a 4. Because it's not as good as the first three, but I still thoroughly enjoyed it. It is still very slickly done. I like the slickness of the Scream series. It is, I'm going to say it right now, the Scream series probably is my favourite horror series of all time. I'm probably going to say that right here, right now. It is slickly done. It is fast. It's effective. It's quick. I like the fact that the individuals can defend themselves. All that, all that stuff. I'm really, really fighting. I tell you what, I'll give that a 3.5. While I do believe some of the performances were kind of I wouldn't say phoned in. That's not really what I'm looking for. I just think the three main actors that have been in the whole series seemed a bit either bored or tired, or maybe didn't want to be there. I don't know if there was any contractual obligations for them to appear in this film. I don't know the goings on behind the scenes, but it just seems to me as if ironically, this was one sequel too many, which is, again, ironic because of the whole meta thing about Scream and there being too many sequels and all that kind of stuff. Obviously, this was the last movie there was. There was then a TV series after this, which I've heard from a lot of people actually did rejuvenize Scream once again and gave it a different format and a format that it could better breathe with. And of course, Wes Craven was the executive producer, or at least on the first season of the show, because unfortunately he passed away during the airing of the first season, either the airing or while it was in production or something. So that's unfortunate, and I do believe the 10th episode of the show is actually dedicated to Wes Craven, obviously. So I am looking forward to watching the series. I will be doing my own thoughts and opinions on the series. I'm glad Wes Craven is involved with the series, and I do believe that his son or his brother or somebody is involved with the second series, if I'm not mistaken. He's involved with the first series as well, but basically he fills his dad's boots for the second season, and I do believe as of right now, the second season's the last season. It was axed after that. Anyway, guys, you know the spiel. Like, dislike, comment, hit the bell icon, make sure the cross changed around it, and you receive a notification to a device of choice. And of course, until next time, guys, take care and enjoy the rest of your day. Cheerio.